Hey YouTube, the 5 Destroyer here with an update, with the finish to my 3-part update video. This is all going to be uploaded at once. This is also going to be a double-headed deck profile, if I can squeeze it in. Anyways, yeah, the 2 decks you just saw, I'm going to profile, and yeah, we're going to have a little fun with it. The first deck I'm going to profile is my Infinities. Yeah. I'm going to start the deck with 3 Infernity Archfiends. You have no card in your hand and draw it. You can reveal to special summon. When you special summon, add an Infernity card to the hand. He's basically for going. He's not just a setup. I think. I don't know. He can go for many crazy stuff, like go for Mirage, go for any Infernity that I need at the time. Infernity Mirage, the staple of the deck. You don't have 3 Infernity Mirages. What the hell are you doing? Mirage, pop, no cards. You can't bring him back from the graveyard, no Reborns. He'd be busted otherwise. No cards in the hand. I contribute. You can pop him off to bring back 2 Infinities. Easy peasy. Deck ain't, but the effects are easy to explain. Triple Beetle. I don't run the Avenger strategy. I run the Beetle strategy, and I don't know. This deck could probably work well with the Avenger strategy. I'm not sure. Anyways. Yeah, the Beetle. Staple tuner for Infinities. You can pop off Beetle to summon 2 more from the deck. He's the best tuner they got. Well, besides Avenger. Next, 3 Necromancer. Necromancer, once again, he makes the deck work. You don't have Necromancer, where the hell? You're living under a rock. While he's face up, when you normal summon him, he's in defense. When you have no cards in the hand, it gains the following effect. You can spec an Infernity monster from the grave, except for Necromancer. Basically, you get Beetle or Archfiend and start shenanigans, and, well, yeah, you know how that goes. Next, for the only non-Infernity one of the only non-Infernity monsters I run in the deck, and possibly the only mill card I run that can get the stuff into the graveyard, besides Inferno and Launcher, is Armageddon Knight. I run 4, and everybody knows what Armageddon Knight does. Go to Wiki if you don't know what his effect is. Yeah. 3 Stygians. Stygian, for those who don't know, came in the tin, and he's the most useful Dark Fiend we've got. When you destroy a monster in battle and send it to graveyard, you can hit the opponent for the destroyed monster's level times 100. So basically, if you can ram into something that's less than 16, you do a decent amount of damage. He also can remove him from play to spec a Fiend with 2,000 or less attack from the hand. I say remove from play, not banish. That's how it was, and that's how it will always be. Yeah, you may notice that I'm kind of short on monsters in my Infinities. I don't have Dark Greffers, unfortunately. I may run Dark Greffer, I may not. The deck's doing fine without it. Anyways, let's move on to spells for this deck. Starting off with staples, Dark Hole. Everyone knows what Dark Hole does. Foolish Burial, send a monster to the graveyard. Basically, you get, it's a setup for your, go for the OTK. This deck, usually, I can send either Beetle or, Archfiend. For those of you who are actual professional Infernity players and want to use know if the Avenger strategies uses Burial, send me a message so I can be well understood on that. Monster Reborn, everyone knows what he does. Infernity Launcher. The first effect no one really uses, but in case you want to know, toss an Infernity to the graveyard when you activate it. Everybody knows what the second effect is, I'm assuming. In case you don't know, pop it off to spec 2 Infinities. Your best options are Archfiend and Necromancer. If you want to go for an OTK. But there's a lot of ifs in this game, so in my personal opinion, that's your best option. We got Book of Moon. Everyone knows what Book does. Everyone knows what Dark Eruption does. Everyone should know what 1-for-1 does. Reinforcement of the Army. Rhoda, everybody knows what Rhoda does. It's a staple in almost every deck. Heavy Storm. Yay, it came off the list. The only necessary evil, because if those people who love back rows had their way, Heavy Storm, Trunade, and all those anti-spell cards would be gone. I'm just saying. And it'd be no fun. Into the Void. I run 2 of them. If you have more than 3 cards in your hand, you can draw one when you activate it, and then pitch your whole hand at the end of the turn. It works. I'd probably lose it for something else, but it works for me right now. Then we run 3 MST. 3 MST staple. Because we can run 3 MST now. Thank you, Konami. Once again. All those back row hate. Seriously. Anyways, MST, everyone knows what MST does. I'm not going to go into that. Staple. For the trap lineup, we got some basics some people may not recognize. Some people may not even run. Hang on. I'm going to do this a little bit better. Call, staple, everyone knows what call does. We can run 2 now. Thank you once again, Konami. I know I sound like I'm not thrilled about it, but I am. Thunder of Ruler, staple. That's what it is. T-Trib, staple, once again. Mirror Force, another staple. Thunder of Ruler, activate during the standby phase, and it's basically Threatening Roar now. Mirror Force, everyone knows what it does. Infernity Inferno, I run 2. I may put in a third one if I find it. If I find my third one, but I only have 2 right now. Inferno, discard up to 2 to pitch 2 Infernities from the deck to the grave. Everyone knows what it does. And the back end of the deck is Deep Prison. Everyone knows what Deep Prison does. Yeah, and after a bit, because we're kind of short right now, I'll be back with the deck profile of my other deck. So I'll see you in a bit. Thanks. Hey YouTube, this is the final part from my video. I had to break it up into 4 parts. I'm gonna try to be as quiet as I can, so you may want to turn your speakers up. My grandmother is sleeping right now. So yeah. Anyways, we're going on to my Herald of Perfection deck. We're also looking at my Synchro deck, my general purpose Synchro deck, and some updates and shoutouts to finish the set. So yeah, here we go. First up, the Perfection deck, it's the main deck itself, and then we'll go into the Synchros. Start off 3 Herald of Perfection, the ritual monster, the main point of this build. Basically it was there to negate a spell trapper and affect monster's effect by pitching a fairy. The whole point of the deck is get him out as fast and as soon as you can. With Kristya and Kristya and Decree out, and you got game. Anyways, 3 Perfection, staple in this kind of a build. 3 Manju. Manju searches for the rituals and perfection. Manju is also a staple for this kind of a deck. Rituals rely on Manju. So yeah, Manju is good. Now, my build is kind of different because I run 3 Shine Balls. Shine Ball is just a level 2 normal fairy, but yeah, he's good for a laugh. But he also feeds into Kristya and Herald when I get him out. Shine Ball is just ritual fodder. That's all he is for the deck. Rounding out the cards that I have 3 of line up, we have 3 Agent of Mystery Earths. When he's summoned, you can add an agent monster from the deck to the hand. If Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, however, you get Hyperion. I have no Sanctuary in the Skies, which is kind of, you know, what the hell, but still. He works. Anyways, yeah. It's 3. We'll move him over here. Next, we have 2 Archlord Kristyas. I can't believe I've gotten 2. When she first came out, I wasn't even expecting to get 1, even though I wanted 1. But anyways, Archlord Kristya, 4 fairies, special summon. You can special summon her. Get a fairy in your grave to the hand. Neither player special summons, and she gets to the top of the deck. Yeah, she's the big boss fairy. Angel, whatever you want to call her. Then we've got 2 Agent of Creation Venus. Search out for Shine Balls. Target for Earth, you know, general all-purpose stuff. I've only synchroed with this deck a couple of times today, off camera, but that's all I've done. Next, we have Master Hyperion. Dark Arm Dragon of the deck, even though people say Dark Arm is better, I honestly think he's better because you have more ways to get him out. Special summon by removing an agent, remove a light fairy to destroy 1 card on the field. If Sanctuary is on the field, you can do it up to twice per turn. Honestly, that's how I feel. People probably getting some hate for this, but you know, I like Hypo a little bit more than I like Dad. Anyways, next, Honest. Everybody should know what Honest does. This is the Chaos Edition, the Twilight Edition, if you want to be stupid. Anyways, next, Agent of Miracles Jupiter. I can remove from play an agent monster in my graveyard to select a fairy. Selected monster gains 800 attack until end phase, and if Sanctuary Sky is on the field, I can pitch a fairy type monster to spec a light fairy in my in my out of play zone. Simple stuff. He's level 4, light 18. Just an average, another target for Earth. Rounding out the monster lineup is the level 6 Gyakutenno Megami. I'll post her name and I think how to say it. I don't know in the description down here. Anyways, she's level 6, 18, 2000, and most beatdown monsters, if you're not counting Gene Warp or Goblin Attack Force, can't get over her defense, and usually if I don't have anything, I just set her. Next, once again, we're going into spells. We have 3 MST. 2 of them are hollow, 1 of them isn't. I gotta get a hollow one of my 3rd. Anyways, 3 MST. Thank you, Konami. And this isn't sarcastic. This is actual. Thank you, Konami. Pot of Duality. I only have 1, and this is the super. This isn't the secret, as you can probably see. Everybody and their brother should know what Duality does. I'm not going to help you if you don't. Go to Wikia. Monster Reborn, staple. Dark Hole, staple. Advanced Ritual Art. staple for this deck. Basically, it dumps your light, your normal monster light attributes to the graveyard for Herald. Makes it useful. One card's for the sky from the sky because I only need one. I mean, two just kind of bogs the deck down, and even one where it's at right now, I don't get as many dead draws as I do get two. Meaningless. Yeah, one card's from the sky. Two Dark Factory. Grab two normal monsters. Another good combo with Advanced Ritual. Two preps. Kitchen prep. Preparation of Rites. Grab a ritual monster from the deck. It's less than level 7, and grab a monster and grab a spell from the graveyard. Plain and simple. Two Dawn of the Herald. That's the specific ritual spell, and you got to go exactly 6. You can remove it from play to get ritual material back from the grave. Other than that, there's nothing special about it. And rounding out the spell lineup is White Elephant's Gift. Basically, for the normal monsters, you can use White Elephant's Gift to, draw 2 cards. You're losing 2, but still. It could be the draw you need to turn the game around. And for this deck, I only run 4 traps. 3 Royal Decree, one of them's Hobby League. And basically, that's the anti-trap for the lock. And my only Solemn Judgement. Everyone should know what Solemn Judgement does. And finally, the extra deck before we go into the updates for all the other people. Synchros. We're going to start off with 3 Mistworm. Mistworm bounces 3 for 1 tuner and 2 non-tuners. 2 or more non-tuners. He's good. He works. He's good for the 9s you have on the board. Infernity Death Dragon for the Infernities. I can also use him to steal Dark Tuners my opponent has. Death Dragon, I like him. He also gets me OTKs for the Infernities. 200 Eyes, Infernities, once again. 100 Eyes is also something I use to OTK, but I gotta do it a different way now because it takes Fiends, and I haven't been using Fiends, I've been using regular monsters. And I didn't know that. 2 Stardust, everybody should know what Stardust does. Colossal Fighter. Colossal's a staple, everyone should know what he does. Ancient Fairy's in there because I don't have the Black Rose, I need a Black Rose. Iron Chain, he's a 6, and I use it for my Infernities to get their OTKs. Urkwises for another 6, because when I spend up Iron Chain. Catastor, staple. Everyone should know what he does. Android, debatable, but I call her a staple right now. At least until we get something better. Like him, Tech Genius Hyper Librarian. I got it 2 weeks ago. I got it last week. I like him. And he's not for trade. I'm sorry. He's mine. Anyways, Hyper Librarian. I would probably use... I don't use him in my Infernities, but he's general purpose for any other deck. And yeah, he rocks. Anyways, those were both of my decks. For updates on the other stuff on my channel, Let's Play Wizardry 5 and Let's Play Winx Club are both on hiatus until I get done with college, which should be sometime later. Which should be sometime late December. Yeah, late December. I'll get back started on them when I get the chance. Also, I'm going to be start doing reviews. If you want me to review like a deck or a video game or something like that, send it my way. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Do have reviews. I'll probably make another video just to show you how I do reviews before I start doing my reviews. And expect a legitimately done Twilight comparison vid. I know that's weird for this thing, but I'm getting sick and tired of seeing Harry Potter versus Twilight because the books don't compare. Anyways, this is the 5 Destroyer. I hope you've enjoyed this marathon. For me, hold a moment of silence for those people that have, that died during September 11th. Please hold a moment of silence for them and their families, and have a good day. See you later.